Welcome to the show, everyone. Get ready for a wild ride through the headlines, the news cycle this week. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least. Off the rails. Completely and utterly off the rails. We've got Trump back in the headlines, stirring things up as only he can. Harvard, the prestigious institution, finding itself in the crosshairs, and the Supreme Court weighing in on matters that affect us all making headlines, dominating the news feeds, and sparking countless debates. Trump's back, and he's not holding back. In the spotlight, commanding attention and setting the agenda. And this time the stakes are even higher. He's squaring off, ready for a fight. With Harvard University, a battle of titans. It's like a heavyweight fight, a clash of ideologies and power, but with more legal jargon and significantly higher tuition fees. And less spandex, thankfully, for everyone involved. And of course, because no week is complete without them, the Supreme Court is in session, is here to stir the pot, adding their own unique flavor to the week's events. This time their focus is on a hot-button issue, with a decision that's already sparking controversy. About religion in schools, a debate as old as time itself. It's 2025 and we're still grappling with these fundamental questions. And apparently some things never change. We're still arguing passionately and fiercely about the same things as always. It seems history really does repeat itself. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. We're diving into the heart of the matter. Two stories that are dominating the conversation, that have everyone talking, from the water cooler to the dinner table, tweeting, posting, and sharing their opinions, and maybe yelling just a little bit at their TVs as the drama unfolds. This isn't just another fleeting news item, another political squabble. This is something much bigger. We've got a collision course of epic proportions, a former president, a force to be reckoned with, taking on a challenge that could reshape the landscape, an Ivy League giant, a symbol of academic excellence and privilege, while the highest court, the ultimate arbiter of justice, in the land, stands ready to make its voice heard, makes calls that reverberate across the nation. That could change the very fabric of our society, how schools get funded, and how opportunities are distributed. It's a trifecta, a perfect storm of controversy and consequence. Are you serious right now? Moments, one after another, moments that leave you speechless. What's the deal? What's really going on here? With Trump versus Harvard, a battle for the ages, and what did the Supreme Court decide this time around? The Supreme Court decide that's got everyone on edge? That's got everyone's attention? And for good reason. Knickers in a twist? Well, maybe just a little bit. Don't worry. I'm here to guide you through the chaos. I'll break it down piece by piece so you can understand what's really happening, with a little humor, because we all need a good laugh these days. To keep us sane, and maybe even entertained. Let's get into it. It's time to unpack these stories and see what's really going on. Alright, buckle up folks. We're diving headfirst into a fascinating clash. Trump versus Harvard. It's a battle of ideologies, a showdown over admissions policies, and a whole lot more. Even after leaving office, the former president's influence looms large. Trump's team is laser-focused, dedicating significant resources and attention on Harvard's admissions practices, scrutinizing every detail. They're accusing the university of discriminating, alleging unfair treatment, specifically against Asian American applicants, claiming a bias in the selection process. The central claim? What's the core of this accusation? That Asian American students need significantly higher scores, demonstrating exceptional academic achievement to even have a chance to get in, to secure a coveted spot at Harvard. While others from different backgrounds benefit from special considerations, factors beyond academic merit that influence admissions decisions. It's a tangled web, a complex interplay of factors and influences, involving fairness, meritocracy, the idea that success should be based on talent and effort, and the ever-controversial, always contentious affirmative action debate, a policy designed to address past and present discrimination. Trump supporters say it's about transparency, about shedding light on hidden practices, and holding elite schools accountable for their decisions and policies. They argue legacy admissions, the practice of giving preference to applicants with family ties to the university, where family connections, alumni status give you a leg up, an unfair advantage in the admissions process, are just as unfair, creating an uneven playing field, mostly benefiting wealthy white applicants, perpetuating existing inequalities. So, it's not just about one group. It's not solely focused on Asian American applicants. It's about the whole system, the entire framework of college admissions. Critics of Harvard want the process exposed, every aspect of it laid bare for public scrutiny, believing these institutions have operated for far too long with too much mystique for too long, shrouded in secrecy and exclusivity. For some, it's about fairness, ensuring equal opportunity for all applicants. For others, it's about sticking it, delivering a blow to the so-called liberal elite, challenging their power and influence. There's a lot of political energy here fueling the debate and driving the controversy, not just concern for academic justice, but also broader political motivations. Is this a righteous crusade, a noble fight for equality and fairness, or a political witch hunt, a targeted attack driven by ulterior motives? Either way, regardless of the underlying motivations, the fight is heating up, tensions are rising, and the stakes are high. What's your take? Where do you stand on this complex issue? Harvard isn't backing down. Despite mounting pressure and intense scrutiny, the institution remains firm in its stance. Their defense? The admissions process is holistic, a comprehensive evaluation that goes beyond mere numbers and statistics. They look at the whole person, considering a wide array of factors that contribute to an individual's unique story and potential, not just test scores. Standardized tests, while important, are only one piece of the puzzle. Essays, extracurriculars, life experiences, and yes, race, all factor in to build a diverse student body. A student body that reflects the rich tapestry of the world we live in. Harvard says diversity enriches education for everyone and prepares students for a diverse world. A world that demands understanding, collaboration, and empathy across cultures. They deny discrimination against Asian Americans, insisting their process is fair and considers all aspects of an applicant, leaving no stone unturned in their quest to find the best and brightest. Supporters argue that diversity policies help address historical inequalities and create a more just society. A society where opportunity is truly available to all, regardless of background. They point out that other factors, like athletic recruitment and legacy admissions, also shape who gets in. So the question becomes, where do we draw the line? So why single out race? Critics of Trump's push say it's a political move to dismantle affirmative action, a long-standing policy aimed at leveling the playing field. They worry a change could chill diversity efforts nationwide, creating a less inclusive and representative academic environment. It's a battle of philosophies, numbers versus community, a fundamental disagreement about what truly matters in education. Complex, emotional, and not going away soon. This debate will continue to shape the landscape of higher education for years to come. Where do you stand? Now let's pivot to the Supreme Court. The big news: the court blocked public funds from going to a specific religious school. This isn't just about one school, it's about the blurry line between church and state. The case involved a state program funding private schools, but excluding those that are too religious. The religious school argued this was discrimination. If you fund other private schools, why not us? Supreme Court decisions set precedents, so this could impact school funding programs nationwide. The details matter. A narrow ruling might not change much, but a broad one could reshape the landscape. It's a classic tug-of-war: religious freedom versus secular public funding. Let's break down the two sides of this Supreme Court debate. One side says public money shouldn't fund religious instruction. Keep church and state separate. They argue taxpayer dollars shouldn't subsidize beliefs everyone doesn't share. They worry public money for religious schools could entangle government and religion. The other side champions religious liberty and school choice. They say excluding religious schools from public benefits is discrimination and limits parental choice. If a school meets educational standards, why should faith matter? It's a passionate debate with real consequences for families and schools. What a week. Let's recap. Trump's team is accusing Harvard of unfair admissions, especially against Asian Americans. Harvard defends its holistic, diversity-focused approach. It's a battle over fairness, diversity, and who gets into the Ivy League. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court blocked public funds for a religious school, reigniting the church-state debate. One side cheers for secular funding, the other calls it discrimination against religious families. These aren't just legal battles, they could reshape college admissions and school funding nationwide. The ripple effects will be felt for years. So, what do you think? Is Trump right about Harvard? Should public money go to religious schools? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay informed and keep laughing. See you soon!